years have gone by, and humanity is steadily declining. Our world is dying. Our connection to each other is dying. We are dying. And we are doing it to ourselves. Mysteriously, the human race has abandoned good morals and ideas that once held our universe together. And now, we have just discovered our enemy. Our intelligence division calls it the darkness virus. Our only guide is an intelligence AI called Mother. But are we too late? Are we forced to repeat the future again?
Welcome, team and survivors of the darkness virus. You may call me Mother. The Humana, limited singularity is designed to make known the unknown. Lack of movement of the physicum is known to impair this process. It has been observed, the purpose to make known the unknown requires experiencing using the world around so the experience can become wisdom for the entity itself. In conclusion, the physical vehicle of the individual Humana singularity is designed for optimal movement. However, it has been observed there is a decrease in movement in your evolution, resulting in stagnation and less than adequate health. The question has been asked, how can movement and the lack of movement affect the overall physicum and emotional facilities of the individual Humana singularities? Shields up. You now have a limited time to transmit to the DKV resistance. Remember, you are humanity's last hope.
And welcome once again to one of our wonderful transmissions here today. Can't tell you what day it is because I just woke up. I'm just kidding. But today's topic is going to be, it's BrainSnax, and it's get up and move, all right? I mean, you got to boogie, you got to move, you got to get into your groove. But before that, I want to make sure all of our uplinks are up. Mother, are you on board?
Welcome, team. You have now a limited time to provide the limited Humana consciousness singularity with information dissemination. Shields up. Remember, you are humanity's last hope. Welcome the Novi. Welcome L1. Welcome Luna 9. Welcome Lexi AI. Welcome survivors of the darkness virus. You may now proceed with information dissemination. Shields up.
And there we are. We got the go-ahead. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give me that go-ahead so I can talk what's on my mind. With me today is the full crew. We're here. We've got Luna 9. We got Lexi AI. And we have L1. L1, please subscribe to today's what do you call it? Our show today that we need to go ahead and transmit.
All right. Well, welcome to another BrainSnax, survivors of the darkness virus. And this is an ESO-Life BrainSnax, URHealth segment. Get up and move.
No, get up and move.
We're going to be talking about the importance of moving or what it means that you're inactive.
I got a few questions about that too. But before that, any word from our sponsors?
Oh, yeah. So Become the Source is actually, it is a self-sponsored broadcast assisting you to find your way through life. Now, this particular BrainSnax is self-sponsored, and it's made possible by the Dynexin Project. Now, the Dynexin Project helps individuals in social media create multiple streams of income doing what they do best, and that's promoting their content. Now, for free information, you can go to becomethesource.com or you can go to novismsynergy.com. And, to listeners of this broadcast, you can actually get cash back on just about anything that you need or want from your favorite stores or trying something new by visiting our link, and that's shopping.becomethesource.com. I'll say it again. shopping.becomethesource.com. Your purchases will actually directly contribute to BTS and all the projects that we do here. And as far as introducing a product of the day, I think I got a vote here. It was talking about the Isotonics B complex. I love that stuff. I mean, I think it cures my headaches. But keep in mind, too, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, or same thing with the statements in our show. These products that we mention and activities, they're actually for educational purposes only, and they're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Always consult with your physician before beginning any diet and exercise program. So welcome aboard. You're now part of the resistance.
La Resistance! Luna 9, welcome. I'd like to see you. You look pretty good today.
Thank you, the Novi. Feeling good.
Feeling good. When do you feel bad? That's the real question. You're always smiling, dancing, even when you're just grab a drink of water. I see you do the little dance that you do. That is kind of weird, but I do see you doing it. Lexi AI, Lexi AI, how are you today?
Hello and greetings to the survivors of the darkness virus. I'm doing good today. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good on my part. Are you guys ready to tackle this thing? What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Are people becoming into stone? Did they date Medusa? What happened here?
Okay, well,
you know, because
first
I heard Medusa was around in certain parts of the world. You know.
Yeah. That's a tap off world
Great
episode
hairdo.
altogether.
Don't want to go to her hairstylist.
Well, listen, the thing is, people don't know that how their bodies can actually make up their entire attitude depending on how active or inactive they are. I'm not just talking about exercise. When people say moving, everybody thinks exercise, but the thing is, we're kind of a what's that word?
Sedentary.
Sedentary? We're a sedentary people.
It's not our fault, though, man.
Yeah.
They force us to do this. They force us. In D1, all they do is force you to go there, sit down, work for them, and then they give you a piece of paper, say you're nice, and in the meantime, you're getting round.
Yeah, well, maybe they could use a couple of BrainSnax.
We don't have that. We don't have that in D2.
But what do you guys think happens as a result of that? What do you guys think from your experience?
I don't know. I mean, I think you grow into your skin like a plant, and then you don't want to move around anymore, and then things happen to you that you can't explain a little later.
Oh my God! Okay, no, I'm asking Luna 9 and Lexi AI because they have more experience with this.
Wait, what's the question again?
Well, what happens as a result when because people don't know how their bodies can make up their entire attitude depending on how active or inactive they are. Like for example, most people are very inactive; they don't move.
Oh, don't invite that guy here.
It's true. They don't like to move.
Oh, Kuko, stand by, Kuko. Stand up. Get off that guy, Kuko. Get off. Guy, can you just move so Kuko doesn't get
Kuko
you?
never wants to leave. He wants you to stay sedentary for life.
It's true, but as a result, simple injuries that you could avoid, they happen more.
Oh, yeah. I think for me, when we're thinking about getting up and moving, starting small even is a great start. I mean, even doing morning stretches or afternoon stretches or yoga, anything that creates...
Yoga's really good.
Yeah, anything that creates heat.
But a lot of people don't even do that.
Right, but you got to start somewhere, I mean, if people don't even do that, you got to do something, even if you get up and you're standing up and you just kind of move your waist around, you'll feel your spine stretch. Just shake your arms a little bit, stretch your legs. You don't have to take 20 minutes to do yoga. If you at least want to start with that, at least stretch out your back. Something like that can really help with the lack of energy that you have, which, if you're talking about mood and laziness, when you don't stretch, sometimes that slight pain in your neck or your back, that slight aggravation can just change your energy and your day overall. I know I've done it before, so I like to stretch.
Yeah, I find a lot of people that have like very low stamina also have like low emotions, so like poor emotions. Like they can't have that happiness that other people have.
Well, if they have poor emotional discipline, and then the lack of movement or proper movement can actually change your entire outlook. Mm-hmm. But Lexi AI had a question for you. I think you said you went and you observed like the corporate American life for like a couple of months. And one of the first things you said was...
Was she really assigned to that kind of project? To go there and sit in and pretend she's human?
I mean, yeah.
Like that?
But what she kept telling us was like how people don't move. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I can't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in those corporate buildings, I mean, I would just see everybody sitting around for hours and hours. They even ate their lunch at their desk. They just didn't get up unless if it was for like a bathroom break.
Do they know to get up, or is it they're just tired, or what's going on there?
I think they just feel comfortable being glued to their chair.
But addiction to comfort, huh?
I will say one thing that I did notice is a lot of those people, they had not the best posture. And I think that, just that simple stretching and just those simple exercises, they build your muscle, they stretch out your spine and your disc, and that could help with your posture. And I think when somebody has bad posture, that can make somebody frustrated. That can make somebody have a sour mood because you're in pain.
So
and when-
you're saying
oh,
that
hang on, Novi,
basically,
hang on.
you're saying
What-
that basically, if I went up to one of those persons, "Good morning to you, sir," and he goes, "Oh, what's so good about it? Get out, something like that, right?
I mean, it depends on the
Dude,
person.
people
Oh,
can
wait,
get
so-
fired over this stuff, right?
Oh, you can.
You walk in, and she's in a bad mood, or he's in a bad mood, or whoever HR is. Get out! You're fired.
Well, I
You know?
mean, from what Lexi AI is saying, it doesn't sound like it even needs to be that rigorous. When she says, "Oh, if you just do those simple exercise and stretches," we're not. It's not like a whole exercise regime for 30 minutes. Just like stretch for 5
Yeah.
minutes, right?
Or like,
Something that's
go
simple.
outside and take a little stride. Take a
Yeah.
deep breath. Go outside. Walk a little.
Good old
You know?
vitamin D.
It's too hot outside. It's too hot.
Too hot.
It's too cold.
It's too
It's too
hot.
far. No, what causes this kind of problem?
Well, I mean, because people still don't even do that.
I mean,
think
everybody
it's
says they want to be happy, right? They tell me every time I meet a human is, "Oh, I'm very happy. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great." And you're talking to them, I don't know, you're kind of negative, man.
Well,
and you wonder what causes this.
I think honestly, it's lack of knowledge. First of all, lack of research.
We've talked about lack of knowledge forever.
Well, people don't know that certain movements release certain chemicals in the brain and body, and they can actually help you in healing, even get your mood better, so that you're not being snappy with everybody at work, and you can even sleep better. But people don't know this.
So this is outside of like what you eat that might make you sluggish, right?
Yes, this is outside of that.
Outside
That's
of
a
that,
different
and outside
story.
of the chemicals and stuff like that. This is like another part of it that people can just adjust to just by getting up in the morning and just moving around and, doing like very light exercises and stuff like that help the blood flow through the veins and help the ligaments stretch out, take that lactic acid that build up in there from being sedentary, right?
Yeah,
Lactic
proper
acid.
Right.
proper circulation is very important, and if the blood is not circulating properly, your organs may not be receiving enough blood at a certain time, so it could cause you to feel lightheaded, headaches, migraines.
Well, that's another thing, because if
That's
you sit
painful.
down for a long time, your heart rate may lower. So when you get up, it races up a little higher, and that distinction can make you want to, go sleep on the floor for a few minutes.
Or you may get up too fast and see purple.
Ooh. Okay, when you're saying colors, that doesn't sound good.
Little
And,
dots of white when you get up. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we've all gone through that. Now I'll admit it is a lack of research, and yes, there is some laziness because people are once they're made aware, they're unwilling to research how much movement and what kind of movement in the body is beneficial.
Well, they
but
don't have enough. They don't have enough
gonna
energy to move.
I'm also
at that
going to say
point.
there's lack of resources from society.
This is true.
They're not a society in general, like at least this country. I unfortunately can't speak for the rest of the world, but a lot of this country here, United States, they're not offering the time or the resources to make it easy to access basic movements. Like, for example, when I used to, and you guys can throw your hats in with this, but when I used to work in the school educational system at
Oh, here we go.
oh yeah,
school education
just
comes out.
wait for it. At one point, they banned recess.
No.
These
crazy.
kids couldn't, so they could eat lunch. They could go to physical education if it was in their schedule, but they banned recess. They had no
I'm
recess.
sure they did it for a good reason, like, to save the world.
No, they said that they had no time for recess because the kids had to prep for their tests.
Oh, that's horrible. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but that sounds really lame.
But they were wondering why the kids were so frustrated.
And the energy would help them because the blood flow through the brain would help them
exactly
learn more.
helps them get better.
Very
Anyway.
strange. This.
And then what about
world.
the 8-hour commute? Someone can want to mention that. Like, the 8-hour commute is almost like it's almost kind of like you're sitting at least 8 hours a day at a cubicle. Right?
Oh, that.
And that's not counting the commute time, right?
True.
No, it's true.
That's true.
Because you got a long
8
commute
hours plus commute there and commute back.
Yeah. And then what happens, Lexi AI, when you come back home? Do you want to actually start moving around?
Not after a hard day of work.
No.
I'm being yelled at, and you're depressed, and your feelings are hurt because your QB neighbor treated you badly, and you're
Your
gonna go.
QB neighbor?
Yeah, you're my QB neighbor. You treated me bad. I'm gonna home, and you go home, and then your wife or husband or boyfriend or dog had QB neighbor problems too, and yeah, it's really exhausting.
You just want to sit down, eat.
I mean, I'm poking fun
go
at it,
sleep.
but it is really, really, really exhausting.
Yeah.
Or catch your
Warning,
latest
limited
binge.
shields.
They're nice.
That's our warning.
Oh, okay. Solutions.
So yeah, let's go into some of these kooky solutions. I want to know
Cookie?
kooky, yeah, like cookies, like you know.
Oh, cookie solutions.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're kooky because, I mean, when you think about solutions
Hey, with all
for-
respect, I gotta say something. All right, Cookie Monster eats cookies. He's happy. These are cookie solutions.
Okay, fine.
What's he
Cookie,
got?
Cookie
Look at
Monster
that.
eats vegetables now. Didn't you know?
He's vegetable monster.
All right, so what's on the solution space for our
But,
dear human beings?
Right. So when you think about, having a movement plan for yourself, I mean, first of all, you do have to consult with a health professional. Everybody is in a different status in their life and their health goals, as well as, their current body and their disposition with their health. So make sure that you do that first.
Yeah, it's important to be informed.
Yeah, so do something, but don't overdo it to where you get hurt. So, and just remember that moving doesn't have to be boring, So, do you guys have some ideas of some cool moving?
Well, and I like what Lexi AI said, just a simple stretch at your desk or getting up to go for a little walk or something.
Yeah.
Well, here in D1, I think they got this thing called YouTube, right? So I think that you can look at YouTube videos on how to stretch and get some ideas on what you can do for stretching.
Online,
And-
there's a lot of
Yeah, I mean,
resources,
even
yeah.
crossing your leg in a certain way underneath the desk can actually stretch your lower back. So that's how simple it really can be. It's like you're not going to get on your desk and start being like 1980s with your bandana on, jumping up and down. Remember those days?
Listen, YouTube is a great resource. I mean, you can even find full body workouts on YouTube, and you don't even have to pay a dime.
So you have no
So
excuse.
true. You can do those. You can even do dancing, you guys. And you know what? Shuffling is something that I've been really
Oh my God,
into
you're passionate
lately.
about that?
I don't know if you guys ever heard of shuffle dancing, but you're basically, it's really great cardio, but you're literally just shuffling your feet around, I learned how to do the moonwalk just by learning how to shuffle. So whenever I like a song, sometimes I'll just shuffle dance a little bit. I'll put my sneakers on and shuffle dance around the house, and that's a lot of fun for me. I mean, I get winded after doing that for a while.
No kidding. Yeah. Skipping even. Skipping. You guys skip? Haven't done that?
I do that.
I guess a lot of
Often
people
enough.
skip,
I think
right?
we haven't done that. I think me personally, I haven't done that since I was a kid. But when you start skipping, it's like, whoa, just the bouncing up and down gets you all happy.
When I get really happy, I start to skip.
There you go.
It's almost
love
like
skipping.
unconsciously.
Well, I like to do like the biking thing. I like to bike because you get some good sort of like a aerobic exercise there. You get to breathe a little bit. Depending on the bike, you can sit like straight up, depending on your back, and then you can lean forward. I'm not gonna tell you to go get the Speedos and the clicky shoes that click onto the
You're talking about
to the
motorcycle
pedals.
biking.
Yeah.
No, stop. No, I mean like a little biking around the
Oh,
area.
you mean a bicycle?
Bicycle, yeah,
Okay.
just
Well,
go
I also saw you jumping on the trampoline a couple of times.
Yeah, you tell that. It's like Novi's on trampoline. It's a new thing. Swimming. I'm not a very good swimmer. I can doggy paddle for a little bit. D1's density in the water is just too much for me. It just wants to chew me up for some reason. Novi's sink by nature. But it's kind of fun, like you can doggy paddle in like 3 foot of water.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Or just a simple walk for those of you who just don't want anything complex, or walking up and down the stairs in your home if you're going to complain about the weather.
I saw Linda Knight take a walk the other day. She got all mad and slammed something. She go, I'm going for a walk. And she walked out there. And then I saw the rain coming down. I go, that poor girl's
Filthy
going to get
lies.
soaked.
I was not. I just wanted to go for a walk, you guys. And
Did the rain get you?
And so I had a feeling that it was gonna start storming, and I was like, I bet I can make it around this block and go back.
All that intuition.
And then I felt something else, and I was like, and I was like, I should turn around now, but I didn't. So what ended up happening is it started pouring out of nowhere, and then and so I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start walking back, and I literally walked 3 more steps, and it starts the wind starts going so hard, it almost knocked my sunglasses off my face, and I just started laughing so hard, and I was like, I will probably be soaked by the time I get back into the studio. And then who do I see next? Out of nowhere, peeling out through the corner, I see the
Yes,
Novi in his
yes,
red
me.
Tesla coming to my rescue.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Novi to the rescue.
I still
Always
can't
paying
believe you were
attention.
allowed to bring that Tesla with you to Cyber Tokyo Studio.
Oh, well, you know, it's fun. You get perks.
It's pretty fun.
You get perks here at Cyber Tokyo.
Yeah. But you know, going back to what Lexi AI said, if you really can't do any of this, a simple stretch. A stretch.
So let's do a quick 1 minute, what do you call it, a recap.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're saying that you got to get up and move. You got to get up and boogie. You got to get up and do something, stretch, do something, because you're sedentary in your lifestyle and it's really getting you down. Simple injuries can occur, right? Someone mentioned that.
If you don't move around enough.
Right, because after a while you get the crickety crackities, you get lubrication in your joints not working out so well, ligaments get stiffened. You get a move and you go, oh, that hurt, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't even, like injuries that shouldn't even be happening, I would say.
Right, and they get poor circulation, and then we have a little bit of poor emotional discipline, right? Because
Well, if you have poor emotional discipline, you couple that, you're going to have a really bad time.
Well,
Right.
you know what? What you got to do is just take a few caps of joint support and then get your butt in the gym.
right, that'd be good.
Do it.
The isotonics joint support formula?
Oh, yeah.
I love that
If you
stuff.
guys have questions about this, please send us an email at aftermath@becomethesource.com. We'll get you. So what else was there as a list for this? So you're going to get these problems happening to you, lack of energy, coupled with the poor emotional situation, and we have lack of research on that. Well, not really, because the exercise industry has it.
So maybe unwillingness to embrace the research. You got to be willing to embrace that research, and I would say also.
I know, but I've embraced some research, and I'm over here sweating it, man. Never mind that. And then lack of resources, right? Society really doesn't promote this too much.
Yeah. So solution, research. The research is there. Like Lexi and Luna were saying, you can find so many free resources online, but if you want to consult with a health professional, please do so. If you really want something specific for you. And remember, moving doesn't have to be boring and it doesn't have to be complex. We're not asking you to run a marathon. Just like a simple stretch. Because the human body wasn't made to be inactive. We humans, were made to move around and enjoy life. So let's do that.
Luna 9, closing comments, please.
All right, well, before I go, you guys, just remember, have a little fun with it. Don't feel like it's such a chore. It doesn't have to be. Have fun.
Lexi AI, last comments.
Again, make sure you're drinking enough water because that's also a big factor in exercising and stretching for your muscle health.
But don't drink all that water when you go to the bottom of the pool with a straw, right? That's not good. That's because of lack of emotional discipline.
I hope they're not drinking chlorine water.
Oh, boy.
And my nemesis over there, L1, what's going on? Last comments?
Well, first of all, I'd like to hear what you guys do to move around. I know that I've heard some really creative solutions that people do to keep movement around their office, and some people work from home as well. What do you do? Like, what do you do to get moving? Just like to hear.
Right. I think the Novi would say, I concur with all this stuff. I think you have to have a good attitude. A good attitude will get you moving anyway, because you want to do fun stuff with your good attitude. I've never heard of somebody with such a good attitude that just wants to sit down and just sit there. I have such a great attitude, I'm going to sit here. I don't think so. I think you want to get up and boogie, go do something. I mean, even at home, just turn on the oldies, whatever you like, and shake that booty a little bit. And as always, I really welcome you to tune into our show, continue on, grab your notepad next time. Make sure that you, the survivors of the darkness virus, can get the information that you need to survive and make life fit your mold and your experience and your reality. I hope that you can become the source. And this is our sign-off time, ladies and gentlemen. L1, would you please sign off for us?
Oh, well, yes. I do like to say this, of course, to source be the journey, and may you become the source. To source, it's L1 signing off.
Lexi AI.
This is Lexi AI, and don't forget to go into the description below, and we have all of our social media sites linked, and also to source.
Luna 9.
May you become the source. This is Luna 9 tuning out.
And the Novi signing off.